Hello everyone. Today we have to discuss some HOTS question from chapter electric field. Okay. So the first question will be, a simple pendulum consists of a small sphere of mass m suspended by a thread of length L. The sphere carries a positive charge Q. The pendulum is placed in uniform electric field of strength E directed vertically upwards. With what period will the pendulum oscillate if the electrostatic force acting on the sphere is less than the gravitational force? Assume the oscillation to be small. Now let us see, this is the situation. A pendulum having mass m carrying charge plus q is suspended in this way, and the weight of the pendulum is vertically downward, that is mg, and the electric field is pointing in the upward direction. So it will experience a force, pendulum will experience a force, that is QE, in the upward direction. Since QE is less than mg, so net force in the downward direction, that is mg minus QE. Now for acceleration we have to write g dash equal to force by mass, and the force already calculated, mg minus QE by m, which is equal to g minus QE by m. Okay. Now the time period t equal to 2 pi root L by G dash equal to 2 pi root under L by putting the value of G dash, G minus QE by M. This is your answer. Okay, this is the time period of oscillation of the pendulum, which will be 2 pi root under L by G minus QE. See once again. Now second question. A particle of charge Q and mass m moves rectilinearly under the action of an electric field E equal to A minus Bx, where B is a positive constant and x is a distance from the point where the particle was initially at rest. Calculate the distance travelled by the particle till it comes to rest, and in second case find the acceleration at that moment. Okay. Now let us try how to solve this sum. Since the particle is moving under the action of electric field, so force on the particle, force equal to Q into E, yes, which is equal to Q into A minus Bx. Now we know that force is mass into acceleration, ma equal to Q into A minus Bx. Now acceleration can be written as m into dv by dt equal to Q into A minus Bx, or we can write m dv by dx into dx by dt equal to Q into A minus Bx. dx by dt is replaced by velocity, so m dv equal to Q into A minus Bx dx, or v dv equal to Q by m A minus Bx dx. Now integrating on both the sides, v dv equal to Q by m a minus bx dx or v square by 2 equal to q by m ax minus bx square by 2 plus a constant c. So when x equal to 0 means when the particle was initially at rest, then v equal to 0, v equal to 0. So from the above equation 0 equal to q by m 0 minus 0 plus c or c equal to 0. Clear to you? Now c equal to 0, so putting the value of c equal to 0 in the above equation, that is v square by 2 equal to q by m ax minus bx square by 2, okay, that is 0, c is 0. Now v square equal to, or v square, when the particle will come to rest, if b equal to 0. So in this equation we put v equal to 0, then we get q by m ax minus bx square by 2 means what? X into a minus bx by 2 equal to 0 or x equal to 0. This is the initial case when it was at rest, and a minus bx by 2 equal to 0 means what? X equal to 2a by b. So we have calculated the distance travelled, x equal to 2a by b. Now to find the acceleration we use the equation ma equal to q into a minus bx. To find the acceleration we write ma equal to q into a minus bx, or acceleration equal to q by m a minus b into x. What is the value of x? 2a by b. So we get q by m a minus 2a equal to minus qa by m. This is the acceleration. So you can see once again, force equal to QE. You see how it can be calculated. Now next, now in the third question, An infinite number of charges each equal to q are placed along the x-axis at x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 4, x equal to 8 and so on. Find the potential and electric field at the point x equal to 0 due to this set of charges. What will be the potential and the electric field in the above set if consecutive charges have opposite sign? Okay, let us now start to solve the sum. This is the condition given to you. X equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 4, x equal to 8 and so on. Q, Q, Q and Q. Okay, at this point you have to find the electric field and electric potential. Okay, so we know that in this case, when we have to find the electric field at point x equal to 0 due to all these charges, we can use the principle of superposition of electric field. So we can write, for the calculating potential, we can write V equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus dot dot dot. So this is the sum to infinite GP series. Okay, so first we will calculate the value of infinite series. 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus dot 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 equal to, we have to use the formula a by 1 minus r, where a is the first term which is 1 and r is the common ratio, okay, which is 1 by 2. So we are getting 2 by 1, yani ki 2. Okay, means what? The sum to infinite GP series is 2. So putting the value of this part in equation 1, we get V equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught, q by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2. So finally we are getting 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 2q. Okay. Second case, when consecutive charges have opposite sign, then what we have to do? We will have to write 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 8. In that case, what will happen? The common ratio will be minus 1 by 2. So we can write V equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught, and directly we can put the value of infinite series, that is 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2. For this part, when the consecutive charges have opposite sign, then we have considered directly over here. Okay, so q by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 by 3, which is 1 by 12 pi epsilon naught into 2q is your answer. Now for the electric field, we can utilize the concept of principle of superposition So we write net electric field at point x equal to 0, E equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q into 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 4 square plus 1 by 8 square plus dot dot dot. So sum to infinite series, first we calculate the value of GP series, infinite GP series. 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 4 square plus 1 by 8 square dot 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 equal to what we have to write. A by 1 minus r equal to A is the first term, which is 1 minus 1 by 4 equal to 4 by 3. So putting the value of this series in equation 2, so from equation number 2, E equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 4 by 3 equal to Q by 3 pi epsilon naught. This is your answer. Q by 3 pi epsilon naught I have written here. If the consecutive charges have their negative sign, then we can write E equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, and directly we can write 1, that is first term is 1, and common ratio will be minus 1 by 4. So putting minus 1 by 4, we get 1 plus 1 by 4 equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 4 by 5, that is Q by 5 epsilon naught 5 pi epsilon naught, Q by 5 pi epsilon naught. This is the answer. So you have got the answer in two cases. One, when the charges have their positive sign, and in second case when consecutive charges have their negative sign. So I think you might have understood all the concepts which I have given right now. So you go through it, try to understand the concept, and utilizing this concept you will have to solve some more problems. Okay, so try yourself. Until then, enjoy with some numerical problems. Thank you very much.